Hey everybody, what's going on? My name is AMF1534 and I am sweating profusely right now. Not like you guys really needed to know that information or anything, but I felt compelled to tell you because it was in my heart at the moment and I needed to share it. So, welcome back to Let's Play some more Crash Bandicoot 2. I'm telling you, man, summer nights are so bad right now. It's 10:35 and it's still like 80 degrees outside, and I've got the window open, but it's super humid and muggy and gross. And like, you guys have seen my office before, you know how small it is. And so there's like no circulation of air at all in here. And I can't even put a fan in this room because if I do, it's just gonna blow air directly into my microphone, and that'll make the audio feed just absolutely disgusting. So the only thing that I've got to keep myself cool right now is this half-empty bottle of water that's not even really that cold anymore. Not to mention that this entire room smells almost completely of Spider Raid. I'm not kidding. Like, every time I open up this window in this room, spiders come in here, and so I was like, you know what? I'm definitely going to have that damn thing open, and I'll be damned if those little bastards are going to come into this room while I'm, you know, not paying attention. And so I just laid a screen of it all over that thing. So you know what? If they come in here, they're not gonna be too happy about it. And that's what that is. So if I end up dying of poisonous air inhalation, then we know why. But I just want to let you guys know that I'm playing in the hot hole tonight for your enjoyment and my own. And I already completely regret saying that statement because if you take that out of context, that sounds horrendously disgusting. So you know, that's just what it is. Listen here, boys and girls. Just in case you're wondering of things what not to say around your parents, playing in the hot hole is definitely right near the top of that list. So what we got is we got 2 colored gems left to get in this before we can go on getting the other ones. And I'll tell you something right now. This one might be even more of a slap in the face than the Nitro staircase that we did in the last episode. Check this one out. This one's so ridiculous what you have to do to get to that room. Here we go. So you remember the room that we came in here where it was full of Nitro things? Well, guess what? This is how you get to the green gem. You go through the door! Like, what kind of freaking cryptic BS is that? I mean, think about what happens right there. There has been at every point in this game, at no point has there ever been a door that required you to be like. Okay, we'll explain it with this door right here. Every door that you come across in this game that actually opens will open when you're at least a decent distance away from it. At no point in this game has there ever been a door that if you walk up that close to it, that it'll open. Like, you don't physically interact with any doors. So for what reason would they make you think that just in this particular level you're gonna be able to just walk up to a door and go straight through it? Like, that's the only door in this whole game that does that I'm aware of, at least. Like, the only hint that they give you in any possible way that there might be a secret in there is that the gem is green, and that's a room filled with green things. That's like the only thing they're like, well, you know, that's like the one extremely cryptic hint we can give that might tip you off that there may be a secret in here. You know? But other than that, it's just like totally a shot in the dark. You know, the green boys. They wear those green things. You know, when they stand in front of bushes, I can't see them. Kind of makes me want to watch Major Payne again. I haven't seen it in quite a while now, and I love that movie. So basically, after you go and grab the green gem, all you got to do is just go finish the level. So we're going to do that right now, and it's luckily a pretty easy level to do. And, oh god, right after this, we get to do the much harder final colored gem in the game, the yellow one. And I'll tell you something, I'm not looking forward to any piece of that. It's so, it's a time trial one. Very much like the one we did in Air Crash, and it's just, it's the kind, it's gonna kick you right in the Jeff, you know? It's just gonna kick you right square in the pee hole. It's not gonna be any sort of fun. I'm not looking forward to it at all. So I'll tell you, I read about something just the other day, and it's really awesome, but at the same time, it's really not a smart idea at all. So I read that, like, there are certain Taco Bells in certain cities now. I think there's one in like, Atlanta, and they're totally selling alcohol to people now. Like, they're selling beer and, like, hard alcohol and, like, mixed drinks, and I think they're also selling wine in there, too. And, like, when I first read that, I was like, I mean, yeah, that's really tight and whatever, but I feel like that's really stupid, because they're opening up a giant can of liability, you know? Like, it's already bad enough that people go there when they're drunk already to get food and then have raging diarrhea later, but now you're gonna have drunk people going there, getting food, more than likely getting alcohol served to them, because you know that you're gonna get that one kid that just totally doesn't care. And he's just going to be like, oh, you want beer? Oh, sure, I'll give you some beer. And then that guy's going to get super wasted beyond the point of where he is already. And then, you know, like, and then he's going to go out and drive somewhere, get in like in a 4-car pileup, and then the lawsuits will just come flying in. And, oh boy, it's not going to be good. But, I mean, imagine the things that could happen, though. You could end up, you know, getting like those awesome, like, chill freeze things, like, you know, the Mountain Dew, that was a really stupid idea from the get-go. You know, like the Mountain Dew Baja Blast that's got, and then you could have them put, like, coconut rum in there. I mean, how awesome would that be? Albeit, I could just buy my own rum and not have to spend the probably way too much money that they would have me, you know, have to spend for that. So, I mean, that'd be pretty cool, but I don't know. I don't feel like the thing that I'd want to have with Taco Bell is beer. That is... It just doesn't seem like that would really work out so hot. I don't know. So here's what we got to do, man. This is going to be tough. This is going to be really tough. You got to stock up on all the Hunamaga masks that you can handle, because it's just going to get ugly in here. Really, really ugly, Master. That was not good. That was a terrible way to burn one of those. The part that makes this way harder, though, is the fact that, I mean, you can't benefit from checkpoints. Like, if you totally screw up on this, you got to start all the way over again. That's like half the point of the challenge anyways. So, oh, it's gonna be bad. Okay. Oh, dang it. That's like one of the hardest ones to deal with right there. Outside of this spot right up here, it's easily one of the hardest to deal with. Because there's just so many of these guys everywhere, and they're really hard to get away from. Like, if you can have a Hunamaga mask going into that, you could just go straight and just barrel forward and get hit by one of them, and you could totally just take the hit and jump right over that platform. Like, that would actually be the perfect way to do it. And if I get the opportunity, I'll try it. Because I know that if you die enough times in a row here, they'll eventually comp you one for free. So I'm hoping that ends up happening. But who knows? So let me tell you about what I ended up doing last night. I decided to get out for a little while last night after I ended up going on my run that was basically crippling to the nth degree. Like, I actually determined to myself that I was like, you know what, man, if you're gonna go anywhere, you need to have someone else drive, because you are not fit to drive. Not because you're, you know, totally faded like that bro life, you know, would have you think, but but I was just, like, not even fit to drive. Like, my feet were hurting so bad, and my Achilles tendons were just on the verge of exploding, that I figured there was just no way I'd be able to pull it off. So so Matt and I decided we were just gonna go and, you know, hit up downtown and just see what was out there for a little bit, since I couldn't really be out for too long. Oh no! Oh no! It didn't work! No! Oh, that was so stupid. I thought that it was like we were gonna take the hit and we were gonna jump up over the thing. Ah, it's totally not how it worked at all. And then we take a death. So yeah, so we go downtown and we hit up the arcade first, just to see, you know, what's going on in there. Friday night, we're probably gonna see at least 1 or 2 people that we know. And so he gets a text from a friend of his that, you know, hey, come down to this bar that's down the street over here. And so he's like, all right. He's like, you gonna be in here for a minute? I was like, yeah, I'm gonna chill for a couple minutes. He's like, okay, well, I'm gonna go down the street, so I'll hit you up in a couple minutes. And I was like, all right. And so, you know, I'm sitting there finishing up my beer, no big deal, which is quite contrary to what I should have been doing, considering that I had gone on a run. So I basically just added all of the calories back in. But I was at a point where I was like, you know what? The beer might numb out the pain that's destroying my body right now. So, so I'm finishing up my beer, and I get a text from him, and he's like, "Hey, man, you should come over to this other place real quick before we head out." And I was like, "All right." So keep in mind, this bar, I'm definitely not trying to be in this bar at all. Like the last time I went to this place, it was just the ultimate douchebag bar. I hate this place. Haven't been there in years for good reason. This is not going to end well. I can already tell this is going to be bad. I can just see it coming from a mile away! God! It's so hard. It's such a hard spot to get through. It just drives me insane. So, oh, that's not gonna work. It just, like, it pulls the rug out just at the last second, you know? So, I'm walking down the street, and he's like, dude, no. He's like, we gotta get out of here. And so I was like, alright, well then come out, let's leave. I just walked up outside of this place. Like, I'm like right across the street right now. And then, all of a sudden, he's like, dude, come in real quick. And I was like, dude, I'm not trying to go in there right now. And so, I told him, I totally lied to him a little bit, but it ended up providing for the rest of the story, so I guess I'm not really too upset about it. I was like, alright, well, give me just a minute, I'm on the phone. So I'll come in a minute. And so with that, I see this bench that's, you know, it's just right across the street from that area. And so I walk around the corner to go sit on this thing, and in the distance, like probably no more than like 75 yards away, I see this girl. She is just passed out, just like pretty much face down in the ground. Face down in the dirt, she said, it doesn't hurt. Yeah, definitely not very often you get to hear a red jumpsuit apparatus reference in anything for any reason, but I did, so that's what that is. So, yeah, dude, she's just laying face down in the ground. Oh! I'm telling you, like, you have to have a mask. There is absolutely no way you can get through that. There's no possible way. Okay, here we go. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We've got that complimentary mask on our hands here. If we can't do it now, then we don't deserve it. We don't deserve it. So, yeah, dude, she's just face down right now, and I was just like, oh god, like, I kind of peeked over there real quick just to make sure there wasn't, like, any blood or anything, because it's seriously, the way she was laying down, kind of looked like it could have been a dead body. Not saying that it was or anything, but it looked like it could have been damn close to that. Damn it! God. I'm always taking unnecessary hits here. It's so ridiculous. I am once again going to be in a position that I'm not going to be able to get out of, more than likely. We'll see, though. It's still possible. This is not the worst thing that could happen just yet. So I was like, okay, there's no blood. I'm going to go sit down over here real quick, and maybe somebody will come and you know, check this out. And so, no later had I sat down to you know, you know, just be on the phone for a second, two people come flying around the corner, warp speed. And it just so happened to be two people that I actually knew really well. Oh no! Oh god, we're almost out of time. We're almost out of time, man! Oh god! Oh god! Oh! Did we get it? Yeah! No! Oh, we missed it! Oh man, I almost just like passed out from that. Oh man! It was right there! It was right there, man! You gotta be kidding me! Oh, you dirty rat, you! Oh, I mean, Bruce Jenner as Obi-Wan Kenobi, you know? God! We were so close! It was right in my fingers! It was just waiting to be taken on by the world! And, oh, man, you dastardly little thing, you. So anyway, back to the story. I gotta calm down for a minute, so we'll go back to the story. So, yeah, dude, these two people that I actually knew them, they just come flying around the corner at warp speed all of a sudden. And and like, she totally didn't even notice me when she was going by, and all of a sudden I was like, oh god, okay, so she's at least drunk. I was like, it's nice to know that she's at least alive. That's always a good sign. So, anyway, so once they try to you know, go wake this girl up and, you know, kind of get her conscious again. And so she kind of gets up and she's all groggy, and they're trying to tell her, hey, you know, we've got to get you out of here right now. Like, you're not doing so hot. And hold on. Oh, sick. Yes, we've got two. Oh, come on, baby, come on. Come on, baby, come on. We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta get moving. We gotta go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on. Get through the thing. Oh, get ah, yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, man, that was so satisfying. That thing was so ready to get pulled out. So ready. Oh, man. Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh, wowie. I am just filled to the freaking... right to the LaGuardias with joy right now. Woo-hoo-hoo. Okay, let me finish up this story real quick. I need to go take a shower. This entire thing is just like an entire... It's just like a bowl of just ball soup right now. So gross. Okay, so they get this girl up finally, and like they're telling her, you know, what's going on. Like, you're really drunk. We gotta get you home. And so once I found out that she was okay, like I walked over there. I was like, do you guys need help or anything? Like getting her out of here. And she was like, hey, I know you. I was like, yeah, but seriously, like, does she need any help? She's like, no, it's okay. And so they start trying to get her to walk, and she's so drunk she can't even put like one foot in front of the other one. Like they're basically having to drag her, over to the car. They take like 3 steps, and all of a sudden she gets into puking mode. And so, she does the whole hunch over thing. They got the hair all back there, and she just starts just spewing just this big mess of just weird, very fluorescently colored alcohol just all over the ground. And she just keeps on doing it, and then all of a sudden they look out in the distance, and here comes Matt out the door. And she just keeps on puking, and then all of a sudden her knees give out, and she just sits down just right in all of her vomit, just square, like both cheeks just freaking planted firmly right in her own puke. It was so gross. Oh man, it was nasty. But then they finally got her up, and they, had to drag her like 3 blocks to the car. I don't know why they didn't just have one of them go and bring the car around. Apparently they weren't thinking that part through, but dude, she just sat down right in it. And so when they were dragging her down the street, she ended up puking like 4 more times. It was all bad. But that apparently is what happens when you drink like 7 AMFs. You can't just do that, A, being a girl, and B, having alcohol like that and not expecting to puke. Not to mention, that's like an $80 tab, because those things are like $12 a pop. So, ooh, ay. It was nasty. Very, very gross. I've only been drunk like that just a couple of times, but oof, not a good look. But for a minute, I totally thought that I saw a girl dead, because she was just laying like in between the bike rack, like someone had just shot her and her body just went in just like that really awkward, almost like crime scene type of like chalk outline of a person sort of thing, dude. It was. So I was like, I don't know if I'm trying to be around this right now. I hope to God that like she's not actually dead. I didn't see a pool of blood, so a guy can only be so optimistic, I guess. Okay, so on the bright side, we finally got all the colored gems, so that does give us some opportunities to go out and get all of the gems that required having those colored platforms in order to do it. So that's a few more right there. So, my friends, when we come back on the next installment of Let's Play Crash Bandicoot 2, A, I won't be sweating this badly, I hope. And B, we're going to go knock out some more gems. Maybe we can get around 85% completion. That's what my goal is, but I can't guarantee anything. So until then, my friends, this is your host, AMF1534, saying thank you guys for watching. Huzzah for Taco Bell serving liquor at hopefully your local one, even though there's only like 4 or 5 of them right now that are doing it. And whenever you puke, just don't sit in it, man. Or lady, just don't. Just don't.